I'm coming at the haters, they're making me more famous, cause my videos got more force than Darth Vader. Go! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battlefront Bazaar, your one-stop shop for all things Star Wars Battlefront. It's your boy, Turkish Delight, and today I'm going to be giving my overall opinion on the state of the game and the community after the big announcement at EA Play. Several weeks ago, there was a leak that came out that detailed what the second half of the Han Solo season will contain, as well as the general state of everything surrounding Battlefront 2, with topics ranging from the development team's resources to EA's feelings toward the game. I made a video giving my thoughts on this leak, which I will leave linked in the description below and at the end of this video if anybody is interested in checking it out. And my thoughts today will be something of a follow-up to that first one. I'm going to try to keep it under 5 minutes, but this is kind of like a scripted podcast, so it may get a little long. So sit back and enjoy the gameplay and commentary. Before jumping into it though, be sure to press that big red button below the video that says subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell next to it too. This channel has grown exponentially since I started making Battlefront videos, and I truly appreciate everyone's kind support. However, YouTube, in all its infinite wisdom, apparently likes to make it difficult for you to find videos by those that you subscribe to, unless that bell is set to the always receive notifications setting. So, if you like my videos and you want to stay updated, just real quick make sure that that setting is turned on. Pretty soon they'll be asking for a thumbprint and retina scan, I swear. But now with that out of the way, I have to start by saying that I have not seen the community this stoked for the game in a very long time. Probably not since that first month of launch when the Last Jedi DLC was about to be released. Hype for the game was at an all-time high then, and I can comfortably say that that doesn't even come close to the level of excitement in the community now after the announcement at EA Play on Saturday. Dennis Branvall granted everybody's wish by announcing content from the prequel era, including planet Geonosis as well as 4 new heroes being added to the game, them being Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, General Grievous, and Count Dooku. On top of that, add the news of an upcoming large-scale game mode that sounds an awful lot like the classic CONQUEST mode that everybody has been asking for, and it's safe to say that the community went a little haywire. Now, I have to say, I'm pretty sure that that announcement was a very strategic move by EA. The second half of the Han Solo season drops in just a few hours, which means a fresh flood of some new content for us players to enjoy. But before EA Play, the community seemed a little let down by this second season overall. When comparing it to the first one we got back in December, it just didn't seem to stack up in terms of the quality of the content that we were going to be receiving. The trailer built some hype, I think, but it definitely did not do enough. But now, after this big announcement of the upcoming Clone Wars DLC, the community is in a much better place mentally, and I think is going to be more accepting of what we will be getting in Season 2. This means that we won't have as many players going into Season 2 with a negative state of mind surrounding the game, and can actually enjoy the content in the way it was meant to be enjoyed. This is honestly how public relations and building trust between a company and customer is done. It's a small step in the right direction, but coming from EA, it's huge. So, I can't believe I'm saying it. Well done, EA. Keep up the good work. But speaking of Part 2 of Season 2, I'm pretty excited to jump back into Extraction and see how it plays compared to Battlefront 2015. Watching some of the gameplay that our awesome Game Changer YouTubers have posted shows that it works a little bit differently when comparing it to the Extraction of the first game. Namely that the cargo activation is a passive one and no longer requires an active objective cap. I'm really eager to try this mode out, because Extraction was definitely a personal favorite from Battlefront 2015. Planet Kessel also looks incredible. I cannot wait to explore the inside of those mines and take the new map in. The new map and game mode are definitely 2 standout features of Season 2, and hopefully they will provide the players a fun new experience to hold us over until we get that Clone Wars content. Big thanks to the team at DICE for continuing to bring us new features for us to enjoy. In terms of the general state of the game, I believe there is definitely going to be an upward surge of active players and support for Battlefront 2. This Clone Wars DLC announcement was headline news for gaming media, which is a great look for EA and DICE. I think a lot of players are going to either come back after having left the game, or those who didn't buy the game before as a means of protest against pay to win will now pick up a copy and join us on the battlefront. This means that, for a little while at least, the game will have a pretty strong next couple of months. I think the new player base coming into the game will want some of the new skins that we've been getting, and will want to purchase some crystals to unlock them, which only supports the game further. This is great news, but it's not an excuse to let our guard down. I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to this game, but I'm realistic enough to recognize that if EA starts going back to their old habits of not filling the community in when they should, and not having a steady stream of content releases, the player base will slowly start to die off once more. It was definitely looking rocky there for a little bit, and if it happened once, it can definitely happen again. But in general, my feelings are positive. I know the announcement at EA Play definitely boosted my overall feelings toward the game, and toward EA as well. It shows that at the very least they are listening to the fans and to the community to a certain degree. Or at least Ben Walk is listening, and EA is listening to the information that he relays to them. Either way, I'll take it. This is a great step toward the bright future Dennis said that he believes the game has, and I share his vision. From what it sounds like, Geonosis and the 4 new heroes is only the beginning, and we should expect a lot more content coming in the future. If Season 3 is Clone Wars, Season 4 could be a potential second prequel-era content drop, or even Rogue One in honor of its 2nd anniversary. Leading into the next year, we're sure to see several more seasons and DLC drops, which will inevitably lead into content from Episode 9 in December of 2019. EA promised the community a roadmap of things to come at the end of this month, and though they didn't go into detail of exactly how far ahead into the future this roadmap will cover, just the fact we're getting one is fantastic. The players have been asking for it for a really long time now. And with that, those are my thoughts and feelings about the game going into the second half of the Han Solo season. This overall positive vibe that I'm getting from the community has been a long time coming, and I'm just glad it's finally here. I feel like a lot of us are breathing easier again and feel great about playing this game. Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, consider becoming a subscriber to stay up to date with all content from this channel, and don't forget to ring that little bell next to the sub button. I appreciate you all stopping by the bazaar. This has been Turkish Delight, and I'll see you all out on the battlefront. Peace.
Rum, tequilas, margaritas, got me chilling with the divas and all of the spicy senoritas. They be dancing on the table, oh so graceful, delight angels, got them spun like ballerinas. If woman not from